So let me at least start with hello, everyone. I don't believe are we recording? This is a recorded meeting here. So this is an official meeting of the mentorship working group, part of the TAG contributor strategy team, and is an official meeting of the CNCF, which is therefore covered by the CNCF Code of Conduct, which I like to paraphrase, be excellent to each other. It's been a very long time since I've seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, but boy, they really nailed it with that one. So hello, everyone. We have just launched LFX term 3. So we've just started we've just opened up the semester to for what am I thinking about? We've just opened the semester for project proposals, and I have sent out the maintainer email saying, hey, have you got some projects that you'd like to work on, so on and so forth. That process will be open for about another 3 weeks till the end of this month here. And unfortunately, coinciding with that, we have had some significant issues with the LFX platform. Now, what was happening was Shua working with the kernel, she's the mentorship administrator for the Linux kernel, was running into problems where mentees could not upload files, period, which is obviously a problem. And she has postponed her next semester, while the LFX team takes care of this. I've spoken with them. They say that the issues should be resolved no later than July 19th, which means that we should be okay for our next semester of applications. Now,
when do our next semester applications start?
Let me grab the link here.
I just want to make sure that we have a few days of leeway, because often the team doesn't get the fix right on the first try.
Yeah, that's August 7th is Menti applications is on the 24th to the 6th here. So I'm just going to drop the link here in the and in the chat. Okay. So part of what's going on is we are actively updating the LFX platform. They're redesigning it. They're working on it, and we have had a discussion with the team about regression testing, because I believe that's what happened here. Somebody made a change, and an unexpected knock-on effect happened. But this is we at the Linux Foundation has put resources now against the LFX mentoring platform, and is actively working on new design for it, incorporating some of. I've been sure to include some of the feedback that you had, Josh, from years ago. Mm-hmm. And so I've been actively having conversations with that team. And they've put together an actual project team for this work. Yeah. So we will be seeing changes.
It seems to be a general thing, because lately I've been having easy CLA bugs I've had open for 4 years closed.
Yeah. So, well, and that's the thing. Like all of our, the kernel uses this, the Hyperledger, us. We have.
Oh, and they're doing something the old team never did. They are waiting for me to confirm the fix before closing the bug.
You see, this is what I'm happy to hear. This is exactly what this is making. I'm very, very, very glad for that, because this is like I said, we have people like I've been saying that I've been hearing the right noises for the last 2 years. We have funding now.
Mhm.
So it's a project that is actually happening. So I'm hoping that by the time, I don't think everything will be fixed and up and running by
Yeah.
this
Well,
Thursday.
I mean, realistically, they're going to end up replacing almost the entire code base. So
I
that
would
doesn't
expect,
happen quickly, no matter who's working on it.
no, but it is being worked on. So
Yeah.
this bug sucks. Yes, it's a problem, but it's an indication that things are being worked on. And so I appreciate everyone's patience.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that people are aware we are actively making changes to try to make things better. I made the mistake of putting out a bowl of candy. And now absent-mindedly having eaten one, it's now just all in my teeth. So mundane stuff about Nate you probably didn't need. Bad meeting format, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put this over here now.
Yep.
So yeah, so I just wanted to sort of say, you know what, yeah, we had this significant issue. Yes, we've had the conversation with the team to make sure that regression testing is a part of how we're gonna be doing things. I'm so glad to hear that the team is being responsive to you, Josh. That's making me very happy. If we do have issues, I'd like to invite us to open tickets. Where are we opening tickets here?
Well,
Uh,
I think actually now we have a team actively working on this. We'd have to request what time it is to them. I think dealing it with piecemeal one issue at a time is not necessarily the best way to go.
no, and
It
this
would
is
be really good to sit down with a project manager to say, hey, this is how a mentoring application tool should work in terms of workflow, right? Because a lot of our problems devolve from the fact that this tool was originally designed to handle one-time payments for bounty contributors,
yeah.
right? And not to run a mentor program at all.
Yeah, so what's happening, I believe, is we are fixing bugs and going through a design process. And so we're trying to make it more usable in the short term while also designing and making changes for the long term. And I think that the flakiness has been such a concern that in order to get us to a longer term solution, we've needed to do some of these shorter term fixes first. And that's kind of what's happening. So
Yeah.
while I agree with you, we are going to have to do the long term thing. I think that some of these shorter term fixes are also frankly welcome. So this is
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It would be nice to have the team thinking about it though, because if they're thinking in terms of, hey, these little fixes are just to keep things running for the time being, and really what we're going to be working on is a whole new package, then they'll be able to prioritize the things that they're just not going to fix because they're not like on fire right now.
Oh, exactly. Like this upload issue is like, that's
Yeah.
a showstopper. That
Yeah.
we can't run a program without that. So like those are bugs that are like I said, getting significant attention right this moment. And in terms of issues, because this isn't open sourced yet, and I do say yet because I believe the plan is eventually to open source it.
Okay. That would be really nice.
I hope I'm not giving anything away when I say that, because I heard that at an LF All Hands. So I know we're recorded, so I hope I didn't just let the cat out the bag. But it's kind of our shtick, right? Open source software, so it makes sense that we would open source it. But in the meantime, if you do have an issue, we're trying to collect those at community.lfx.dev with the forum, and eventually I think we'll do an issues repo, but for now, if you have any issues, that's probably the best spot. I would also ping me with any issues that you run into, just so that I can also surface them internally in case people aren't paying close attention as we'd like.
Yeah. Before we get further in this, Fasila, did you actually have something for the agenda? Because I want to make sure that we're not keeping you
No.
listening while it's late at night your
No,
time.
no. No, I have been talking to Nate
Okay.
about how to contribute to this working group, and
Yeah.
because of this, the timing, I was not able to attend any of the meetings. So
Yeah.
this is my first time attending. I do not have any
Yeah.
specific items
Okay.
for the agenda. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the timing will get better. One of the major things, honestly, is that because running this mentoring group has been up to Nate, we really haven't done anything consistently except for LFX.
And you.
We've talked about doing programs like Outreachy. Oh, and Google Summer Code. We do Google Summer Code. We've talked about doing Outreachy. I think we're doing Season of Docs.
We are,
Um,
I'm running Season of Docs as a tech docs thing, not as a mentorship thing.
yeah, okay. And for that matter, one of the goals of this working group has always been to share out information and practices for other kinds of mentoring, because all the programs I just mentioned, those are entry-level mentoring programs, right? They're mentoring programs for brand new contributors. But one of the
Yes.
things that a lot of projects need help with is mentoring for upper level contributors, right? Like how do you
Mm,
mentor somebody into becoming a maintainer?
yeah.
And um and you know, projects could really use help with that as well. So they're basically there's a whole bunch of things we're not doing, any of which could be yours if you wanted them to.
Oh, got it.
Another thing I'm looking to doing as well is working with um, universities more. I'd like to work with some more university OSPOs to try and see if we can't build a better relationship with university, not just for their co-op programs, but to see if there are other research programs like LSU, is that right? No, NYU, where like Justin Kapos is doing security research and has been working very well with building out a great community. And we've just now started a writing couple of mentorships with Tough and in Toto. I'd like to do more work with universities like that, but I think that doing that in the context of OSPOs might be an interesting avenue to start researching as well. I actually have a question for you, Josh.
Hmm?
I had a talk last week with, oh, now what was his name? Oh, why can't I remember it? I'm just gonna grab my calendar here. It was the RPI student OSPO with a fellow by the name of
Kunal?
it was Ben Foley.
Okay.
They were saying that Red Hat had done a lot of work with them, the Arcos, our RCOS program. I was wondering if you had anything to do with that. Here, let me grab the
Is this the Rensselaer Center?
now here, not the legislator. What was the name of the? Yes, the student run open source center. And I've just dropped the link in the chat there. And they're saying apparently Red Hat had a large. They weren't.
The link is not appearing in the chat, by the way.
Oh, well, let me drop it in. Let me drop it in the notes. Are you sure it's not in the chat? Let me send it to you directly. Did that get to you?
No, you're pasting the LFX link instead of the link to whatever.
You're absolutely right, I am. That's unhelpful. I don't like it when cut and paste fails.
Yeah, this is why I have an actual clipboard app where I can check the contents of the clipboard.
Yeah,
The
copy. Tell you that I'm having a day. So this is a new.rcos.io.
oh, that is the Rensselaer Center. Okay. Yeah, I'm not involved with that, but I know who would be.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can take that offline and you can help me.
Yeah.
help me through some of that, because I'd be interested in helping, but I need to know a little bit more about, like, I got the student perspective, and apparently it is student run. But I'm not sure that students are able to enter into contracts and deals and accept donations and such. And I don't know if that's what we would want to do as a CNCF. But I am curious what
Yeah, I mean,
our
the
Red Hat.
Renaissance Center mostly develops their own projects. And actually, they've been, well, no, actually, apparently somebody from them is already working on Cilium. So yeah, no, they've got some public projects in here too.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. So I can actually find out,
Yeah,
because we actually have a team that's in charge of higher education folks,
yeah,
and
that would be
would
helpful.
fall under them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because again, I think it would be interesting to chat
Yeah.
with them, but I don't know what our role would be. And the way they've got things set up is a little bit. I'm finding more and more that our program is a little bit backwards from a lot of other programs. Whereas like programs like this one and like Google Summer of Code, the mentee makes a proposal, and then the mentors choose from among the best proposals. Whereas the way the LFX and the CNCF run our mentoring programs, we say to our projects, hey, what work do you need done? And then mentees apply to it more like applying to a job. And so some things fit kind of better than others. But yeah, I'm curious what the Red Hat's involvement is, because maybe we can help in that same way. I don't know if we
Yep.
can funding or whatnot, but I don't, it's without sort of knowing what other folks are doing, I'm hesitant to sort of jump in on it.
Okay.
Also, hello, Sanu, how are you doing? Welcome back. Is there anything else? The other thing that's going on right now on GSOC is right now it's midterms. So we're just making sure that mentors are going through and doing their evaluations. I'll probably be reaching out. I've already sent out a reminder email. GSOC itself is very good at sending out reminder emails. And I'll be reaching out to individual mentors probably tomorrow if I don't see that they have done their evaluations at that point. Just because it's vitally important that we do the evaluations on time, especially in GSOC, because they will cut us off potentially if we don't. And so I want to respect their deadlines. Is there anything else that we need to talk about? I think I appreciate everyone's patience with the ad hoc agenda here. Is there anything else that we need to follow up with from last day, or that we need to discuss moving forward here? Also, hello, Kushal. I didn't see you come on. I have people's videos, but I don't have a list of all of the. I should try to figure out how to get like a view of everyone who's here, not just the folks who have cameras. Okay, having counted to 30 to myself, I'd be happy to give folks some time back this afternoon. Thank you all for joining. I promise I will reschedule this for our new schedule starting August 15th. I will probably use some of the time we just gave back to ourselves here to do that while the iron is hot, as they say. So unless there is anything else, thank you all, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Nick. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.